you herded there like cattle. It's like 4 or 5, 6 hours out of your day. That's because it's government bureaucracy that's running it, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that. I'm sorry, man. I just think that these things need to be said because right now, folks, believe it or not, at least in America right now, we have this debt ceiling debate going on. And you see, what's really funny is that both sides of the political persuasion, the left and the right, they are leaving the youth and those that have not even been born to pay off the financial obligations that these ass clowns are obligating on both sides. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican, left or right. It doesn't make a difference. These people are leaving out the fact that the young folks that have been told to go to college and indebt themselves $50, $60, $70, $80,000 in debt before they even get into the employment sector. And then once they finally get into the employment sector, they are left with no economic opportunity whatsoever. And then when they finally are able to get a job, once they're finally able to get a job, they actually have to pay Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security tax. Taxes that they're never going to see in their life. I mean, I cannot believe that this debate has gone over the heads of everybody, but it makes sense why. It makes sense why, okay? Because they want the youth just to sit here and continue to watch American Idol, The Voice, all these stupid douchebag, what is this, the Jersey Shore. I mean, is that what it's going to take for you kids to start listening, for Christ's sake? Me acting like some cannoli-eating wop or something, like, hey, you doing here, eh? Hey, you want me to act like this, eh? Like I'm from the Jersey Shore or something, eh? Man, I got big balls over here. Yeah, I'll start talking like this, eh? How about I do that? How about I start talking like this a little bit? Tell you, hey, I got big balls over here, right? Eh? Yeah, I got Snooky over here. She's cleaning out the bacon bits out of my asshole. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, this is what I want, man. Is what you want over here? Eh? All right, let me talk like this. Let me get through the prices here, right? Since everybody likes this over here, right? Soybean futures are up $18.50, all right? A percentage increase of 1.43%, all right? We got the lumber futures. They're up $3.50, all right? That's an increase of $1.35, all right? Who else? We got oat futures up $6, all right? We got soybean oil futures up 15 cents. Yeah, sorry, silly-ass bastards. We got wool futures, eh? Looks like Rosie O'Donnell didn't come in here with a bull dykes over there, eh? All right, I'll stop. All right, no more Jersey Shore crap. But I'm just trying to make a point, all right? I'm trying to make a point. Did anybody just see how these scumbags on the Jersey Shore just kind of took over and just... everybody's just kind of, oh, my God, I want to be like the situation. I want to be like Paulie D and this douchebag hair. I want to be like that disgusting ovaries hanging out the goddamn gut Snooky. It's pathetic, man. And you got people actually acting like this. It's just, what happened to America is all I got to say. Anyway, let me get through. We got... copper, it's the only thing in the metals that's up. Copper is up $3.05. That's a percentage increase of 0.71%. Man, gold, Jesus Christ. Let me take a drink for gold, for Christ's sake. Let me take a drink for gold, because gold saw some decreases, man. Let me just put it this way. It is under 1,500. Oh, man. It is under $1,500, believe it or not. It is down today, $14.90. All right, that's a percent decrease. Closing out today at $1,487.90. Good God, Jesus. Oh, man, this is horrible. But once again, artificial, the CME Group, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, doing an unprecedented increase in the amount of margins one can take. I mean, Twice in 1 week. I've already beaten a dead horse with that. I don't want to talk about it, but let me tell you, these medals should be a lot higher, reflecting the amount of outstanding currency that our government has obligated this particular country. We've got silver down 95 cents. That's a percentage decrease of 2.75%. I mean, good God, Jesus. Jeez, I mean, I'm not, it makes no sense, man. I mean, our government continues to, we're on the brink of default, man. I mean, I don't think that people really understand the seriousness of where we're at here in America. We're on the brink of default. You've got both sides trying to flex nuts, thinking that they know whose politics is better. Hey, my politics is, my politics. It's stupid, man. I mean, don't these idiots realize that if the United States defaults, that not only would it just be devastating for America, but it could have economic implications worldwide. It could collapse the entire financial system worldwide as we know it. We could have a worldwide depression if these idiots pussyfoot around, for Christ's sake, these stupid idiots, out here in Washington. I mean, it's a disgrace that these people are actually representing us, but hey, this is a government made for the people and by the people, right? And these are the people. Jesus Christ. Anyway, where are we at? 2.75% on the negative side today for silver, closing out at $33.87 per troy ounce of silver. Livestock, live cattle is up $2.15 today. And the reason that we're seeing, live cattle, we're seeing some increases in equities. We saw some unbelievable economic numbers come out today that completely bamboozled the street's expectations. The manufacturing sector, and there's a big important number, I really don't want to describe it, but I'm sure if you did a Google search, you'll find out what it is exactly. It's just a big economic number that comes out every month. Anyway, the manufacturing sector actually grew. It actually grew in profitability as opposed to expecting a loss from what every economist was expecting. So this is what brought an increase into the markets. Not to mention, did we see this unexpected positive manufacturing number that brought an increase into the equities markets. Moreover, Hugo Chavez, that fat Mexican piece of garbage that insists upon shoving this leftist, Latina Americana bullcrap communism down the throats of South America. He is about to die, all right? Hugo Chavez is about to die, and I cannot wait for him to do so, because I think that South America is great. If they could just stomp out the leftism that's remaining out there in South America, that country, the whole continent of South America would prosper at rates that we couldn't even imagine. I mean, the amount of natural resources that have been untapped in South America, the amount of abundant I could just name the amount of different natural resources that they could export and be able to make some serious capital on. The emerging markets out there, the private investment. I mean, it would be unbelievable. As a matter of fact, I mean, that's why when you hear futuristic movies, one futuristic movie that I recollect in my mind is Starship Troopers. Do y'all remember Starship Troopers? Remember that a lot of these guys came from Buenos Aires. Remember that? Before they went into fight against the goddamn spiders or bugs or whatever the hell they were. They lived in Buenos Aires. Now, why would you think that in the future, Anglo folk and black folk, Latin folk, they all kind of, homogenized, and, they're all living across the world because, hey, that everyone is going to go where capital is reigning supreme, and freedom, especially economic freedom. You know, I mean, one thing about economic freedom, personal freedom follows along with that. That's what I love so beautifully about capitalism. The only way for capitalism to work is if one has economic freedom. You know, it's unbelievable, and that's why I'm saying Hugo Chavez dying, it fueled some energy into the market, for Christ's sake. I mean, hey, I'm not the only capitalist thinking about South America, baby. All right. Not to mention, I'm thinking about Cuba. I'm waiting for that sack of crap, Fidel Castro, to die. That's who I'm waiting for to die. You know what I'm saying? I mean, God, if you're listening, hold on. Let me go ahead and let me pray here for a second. Let me pray. God, if you're listening in, please give Fidel Castro cancer of the prick. This guy is a piece of garbage. He claims to be some kind of secularist, atheist, political romantic, and yet he kisses the ring of the Pope, which is probably one of the most hypocritical things that I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, God, I mean, you know, to each his own. But please, God, you know, Fidel Castro is a piece of trash. All right, he's a piece of trash. Him and his brother. All right, they have had the country for 50 years, all right? 50 years. So that's about enough, God. Please, if you exist, and if you're listening, please give this guy cancer of the penis, all right? Or cancer of the colon, or something. Just get him, guys. Just get him out, all right? Just get him the hell out. And the only reason I want Fidel the hell out of there is because, man, the Cuban people are just going to be so ready to embrace foreign investment to come in. Do you know that the Cuban people at this point in time are still riding around in the same goddamn car, the same year that Castro came to power? 1959, you assholes. They're still riding around in cars from 1959 because once Castro took power and decided that he wanted to become a communist out here, they decided to, you know, throw the embargo, and that's what they're riding around. Those are the only cars riding around right now in Cuba. Cuba is a disgrace, what's happening right now. It's really, it's horrible. But let me tell you, once Fidel and Raul Castro are dead, you know that yours truly, as probably a whole bunch of other capitalists, we're going to go right in there, and we're going to modernize that beautiful piece of real estate. Oh, are you kidding me? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Castro to die so that I can go in there and, you know, buy probably my new home. You know, I'll probably buy my new home out there right off the coast. You know what I mean? Just kind of, you know, summer breeze style. You know, maybe invest in a couple of ventures out there because it's going to be a budding, emerging market. It's going to be unbelievable. I cannot wait. All right, I cannot wait. Anyway, sorry, folks. I didn't mean to get off on that tirade, but that's something that I hope before I die, I can go in and invest some of the capital that I have into Cuba. I seriously, I want to buy a small piece of Cuba. It's a great country, great oceanside. Not to mention, it's virgin soil, so the cigars from there are excellent. Oh, man, the best cigar I've ever had, Cuban Cohiba, baby. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I know. People, you know, they're like, hey, they're commies. I know they're commies, but it's only because of Fidel's authoritarian rule. Believe me, they want to. Why do you think so many of them are trying to get the hell out? All right? Anyway. Let me go ahead and get through the livestock. And that's why I wanted to relate to everything that I just said to the livestock, because you see these unexpected gains in manufacturing. You see this potential regime change out there in Venezuela. It's starting to look pretty good. So as a result, if people are looking pretty good as far as companies are concerned, they may invest in widening their employment sector. More people may be going to work. More people are going to want to be living large. And as a result, when you see an increase of this nature, it's going to relay into the price of everything. And as a result, it's going to relay into the price of livestock because everyone's gonna want a steak, baby. I mean, when you're productive and when you guys are making